Spectrum, happy Halloween.
Welcome back to another week of Noise News.
Let's get right into it.
They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky, the Addams Family. Their house is a museum. When people come to see them, they really are a scream. The Addams Family. Neat. Sweet. The Addams Family.
Are you interested in wrestling? Captain's practices are being held on Sundays from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Captain's practices are a great way to practice before the season begins, so we would love to see you there.
Speaking of sports, just a reminder that the winter sports meeting will be held in the high school tomorrow at 6:30. Remember, if you plan on playing any sports, it's mandatory that you go to the meeting.
Hey, do you want to see your favorite Noise News anchors in the fall play? Then come to Radium Girls this weekend. We have 3 performances, one on Friday at 7, Saturday at 7, and Sunday at 2:30.
We've been working super hard these last couple months, and we can't wait to see you there.
Well, it's about that time again, so let's throw it over to Bryce with some Spectrum Sports.
Hey Spectrum, this is Bryce with some more sports this week. We actually don't have anything because we are coming in the end of the season, but stay tuned for the upcoming winter sports break. Yeet!
Thanks, Bryce.
Hey Elizabeth, did you know that Broadcast and Yearbook won an award at the conference they just went to?
I was kind of there, but for those of you that didn't know that, you're in luck, because Raina and Bella can tell you more. Take it away.
Broadcast Journalism and Yearbook went to the U of M for the annual Minnesota High School Press Conference. The conference taught the yearbook and broadcast students a thing or two about journalism.
This is an example of things where if you're a designer, you should fight for your ideas. I think it would have been more impactful if you were scrolling through all the dots.
The day looked different for each student. There were multiple classes they could pick from, everywhere from formatting and sports to photography and interviewing.
I learned, different ways on getting coverage.
And how to make one thing stick out so that the story drives the reader in, and how to grab somebody's attention.
The students encountered many different types of people and journalists. They learned about how other schools run their journalism programs, what works well and what doesn't.
It was really interesting to see how harsh some of the other advisors are. It really made me super grateful for Chemnitz because she's like the best advisor you could ever have.
So I made a lot of contacts and I met a lot of new people that are going to be really helpful going forward.
Going to this conference has given the students an experience to learn new information about journalism that is not taught in Spectrum's classrooms.
I think learning from people that are not your teachers or not your immediate peers is always an excellent thing.
But also there's a different kind of writing in mainstream journalism that you're not being taught in school. It's taking a lot of the flowery stuff out, a lot of the big words out, and letting your story drive.
In this conference, Spectrum was proudly presented with an overall second place broadcast award and an overall fourth place yearbook award.
I think I was shocked when we got fourth place of the yearbook, and so that was really exciting.
Yearbook and broadcast classes are great environments for students to work on their journalism and technology skills. It also allows a student to leave a lasting impact on this school.
I just love the community aspect of it. I love designing the yearbook. I think it's such a cool way to, make my mark on the school year, because it's something that people look back on. They look at it the first day they get the yearbook, but then 15 years from now they'll be looking at it with their kids, and I just think that's such a cool thing to be a part of.
The thing that stuck with me the most is the commitment that the yearbook staff has to creating a book that is the best book that they've done up until that point.
This has been Raina Kabak and Bella McDonald on the Journalism Conference.
Great story. I just love to hear about how awesome this class is.
Hey, you know who else is awesome? Andrew DeBoer. Let's throw it over to Bryce, Kaitana, and Arik for a story on our very own Andrew DeBoer.
Although Andrew edits his own videos, his main passion is chemistry. Thus, for the creation of his YouTube channel, where, before he did chemistry, he debunked flat Earth.
I don't really have a reason for starting it. I just kind of thought it'd be neat to record videos. I didn't really want to become a big YouTuber or make money off of it. That was never my goal. I guess it was just to document what I was doing.
Although Andrew edits his own videos, his main passion is chemistry. Thus, for the creation of his YouTube channel, where, before he did chemistry, he debunked flat Earth.
Okay, so normally a Deborian vid goes down with an idea of some weird, wacky chemistry thing I have, and then I just kind of, it's mostly improv, and I just kind of do it on the fly, but if it's more factual, then I do write a script out, but most of the cool stuff is just improv.
Have you ever wondered where Andrew DeBoer gets his chemicals? It's from a very unexpected place.
I typically get them from the hardware store because there's a lot of actual stuff you can actually get from there, and because I can get acids and some strong bases from the hardware store, and I can use that to make most of my other chemicals that I would need.
Signing off, it's been Arik, Bryce, Gaetana.
What an epic story about Andrew.
Hey Joe, do you like music?
Why, yes I do.
Well, Mediocre at Best is an awesome band, and a Spectrum student is even in it.
Let's go to a story on them by Tim, Will, and Wayne.
Mediocre at Best are a local hard rock band formed in 2017 by vocalist Aidan Disquera and drummer Braden Wolf.
I'm Max Reese, and I'm the backup vocalist and rhythm guitarist for Mediocre at Best.
Lead guitarist Chris Tibbetts joined the band shortly after it was formed in 2017. Max joined the band 2 years later along with bass guitarist Ryan Ramsey.
Favorite part is probably just my friends. They're great people and they're excellent musicians. We'll just hang around.
They have just released their first studio album, Bittersweet, which is available on all streaming services. If you're wondering where to see them live, Max can tell you all about it.
Our next show is Friday, November 29th at Cadence Records in St. Paul. It's going to be a fun time.
This has been Will, Wayne, and Joey, Noise News.
Good job on that story, guys.
Well, that's all the news we have for you today, Spectrum.
This has been Elizabeth
And Joe, keeping you
in on the noise.
Nice.
Hey Spectrum, this is Bryce with some more sports this week. We actually don't have any sports this week because we have sports.
We don't have any more.
Okay.
And that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you for joining us.